Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Springfield Cardinals and the Midland Rockhounds. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Brian Howard gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Now at the plate, Edmundo Sosa. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Springfield, the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And the pitch. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Stepping in now, Zach Kirtley. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Howard, a right-hander that goes 6 foot 9 inches tall. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a curve, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Nope. 3-0. Kurt Newby will be next. Here it is, the 3-0. In there, and it's full 3-2. The payoff pitch home. Hit on the ground to short. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Batting first, the second baseman, Kurt Newby.
Stepping in, Kurt Newby. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Now the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Armenteros is in his tracks now, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Michael Baird is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
So digging in now, Robert Poisson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Rockhounds, not shortstop.
Now the pitch.
Poisson.
Bouncer up the middle, scooped up, throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting second, the right fielder, Gillen Thomas.
Coming to the plate now, Dylan Thomas. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball one, no strike. Yeah.
One out, nobody on. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Right fielder coming on. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third, the center fielder, Chase Calabwig.
Now at the plate, Chase Calabwig. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. And the pitch.
Ball.
To short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Second inning set to go, and digging in is the outfielder, Connor Capel.
The center fielder, number 12, Connor Capel.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Hit to short. Right to him. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Now batting, Nolan Gorman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Popped him up. Poisson has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Brian O'Keefe.
Digging in, Brian O'Keefe. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Liner towards second. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Into the box now, Chris Chenea. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Last half of the second set to go. And standing in the outfielder, Lázaro Armenteros. First pitch coming. Here it is. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Skied into very shallow right. Blanchard is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jonah Bride.
Standing in, Jonah Bride. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey!
Bottom of the second here with no score. Slider finds the zone for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
That's popped up. And this will land foul. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Capel is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Ryan Blanchard.
Ryan Blanchard.
The pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And there's ball 1. And he pops it up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Little chopper back to the mound. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they still manage to get an out on the play. Whoa.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Digging in, Julio Rodriguez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Edmundo Sosa looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Up high, 2-1 now.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
3rd inning, no score to this point. 3-1 now. Hard hit to first. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. At the plate, Eric Peralta, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Baird has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, but this will land untouched. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, J.J. Schwartz. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. That's by him for strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
And it's 1-2. Here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Bases are empty. One man out. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth.
Digging in, Marcos Brito. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is.
The count is full.
Robert Poisson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Ready for another chance? Robert Poisson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Digging in to try it again, Zach Kirtley. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, second baseman, Kurt Newby.
Now to the plate, Kurt Newby. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself. That's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line softly toward the hole. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
On a great time to pitch out as he'll be thrown out easily at second. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this will be fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And the count will be full. 2 out, nobody on. And that's low, ball 4.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nolan Gorman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's too high.
A ball and a strike.
Look out, 1-1.
One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's right there. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Striding into the box, Robert Poisson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Capel is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dylan Thomas.
In now, Dylan Thomas comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Kirtley will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Jake Calabrese.
So striding in, Chase Calabwig. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And now a pitch on the way. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Kirtley is there and he'll put it away to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Into the box, Brian O'Keefe. He reached on a single in his first try.
Brian O'Keefe.
Pitch on the way.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike. Two and out.
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Chenea. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Ryan Blanchard.
Striding in once again, Ryan Blanchard. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Change up low, 2-0. Now here it comes.
Hey. 2-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the ground to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we still have no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Lázaro Armenteros.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game. Hey, D-Row, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
To the plate now, Jonah Bride, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. Now the 1-0. Fouled away. Johan Oviedo is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 87, Johan Oviedo.
Armenteros aboard here at first with nobody out. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. Oh, what happened? He dropped it.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
So now to the plate, Logan Davidson, as he grounds one briskly to short. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
At the plate, Eric Peralta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Popped him up. Gorman is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, J.J. Schwartz.
Stepping in, J.J. Schwartz, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
2 out here and a runner at second. Grounded up the first baseline, and this gets right through him, and that may be a run. He'll get it into second. throw won't get him.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
At the plate, Marcos Brito, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. 0-2, here it comes.
That's a ball.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 5 innings complete. The Rockhounds lead it 2-0. Settling in now, Julio Rodriguez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here comes the first pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1-1.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Edmundo Sosa. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Again, another foul ball. One out, nobody on. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
The left fielder, number 31.
Ready for another shot now. Zach Kirtley. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball. That's inside.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Weekly hit to third. Scooped up. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
So stepping in, Kurt Newby. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. A ball and a strike.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Here's another 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Stepping in now, Connor Capel. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And the second run will score as well.
This one just whistles over the second baseman's head. He had no chance to make a play on that one, and it gets fielded deep in the alley, but not before 2-run score, and the hitter lands on second.
Into the box, Nolan Gorman. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. The 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Ready on 0-2. In the dirt. Throw goes to third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The set and the 1-2.
Ball inside.
Men on third with 2 down. Full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Payoff pitch on its way. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The payoff pitch. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. He set the payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off. He set the 3-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th, and we are tied 2-2. Coming to the plate now, Robert Poisson. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Not shortstop, Robert.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, that's inside.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now the 1-0.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Standing in now, Dylan Thomas, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. No hits to this point. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
At the plate now, Chase Calabwig, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out.
Ball 1.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Lazaro.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Lazaro Armenteros. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
Grounder down the line at third. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And that'll score the runner from third as they seize control here, 3-2. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. That'll end the inning, but they do score one on the play. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now a 3-2 ball game. John Gorman is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 49, John Gorman.
To the plate now, Brian O'Keefe.
The catcher, Brian.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Gorman, a 27-year-old. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
No, that's down.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch.
No, that's right.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Still 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
So now to the plate, Chris Chinea, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh and 1, here it comes. Grounded to short. And that's the second out.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Ready now, Ryan Blanchard. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Well, his team took the lead, and he's able to notch 2 outs, thinking he's going to shut him down here and preserve the lead. Not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
Stepping in now, Julio Rodriguez. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And that is off the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Ready with the 0-1. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the tying run comes across to score here as this one looks like it'll go to the wire. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. So striding forward now, Jonah Bride, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. Striding forward now is the DH, Logan Davidson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The first baseman, Eric Peralta.
Stepping up now, Eric Peralta. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And a curveball drops in on 2-1, 2-2 now.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Here now the 2-2.
Count full.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Rodriguez in foul ground, but this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. Pitch popped up. Rodriguez is calling for it, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. 8th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. James Nail has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 24, James Nail.
Now at the plate, Zach Kirtley. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Zach Kirtley.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate, Kurt Newby. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
And he'll dive back in. Into the box, Connor Capel, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And another throw over, and the runner back. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Armenteros is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Stepping into the box, Nolan Gorman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He's set. The 0-1.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Now the 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Strike 3, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. Will Latcham is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night.
Number 22, Will Latcham.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. J.J. Schwartz, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. Latcham was born in the state of Pennsylvania. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a 2-seam fastball. The 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. And there's a base hit. So just like that, the leadoff man's aboard, representing the potential go-ahead run.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Standing in now, Marcos Brito, as he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield. To second for 1, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Robert Poisson is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Gillen.
Digging in now, Dylan Thomas. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Ball 1. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next to hit is the catcher, Brian O'Keefe.
The catcher, Brian O'Keefe.
Here comes the first pitch. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, designated hitter, Chris Chenea.
Standing in, Chris Chenea. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is.
Ball, that's in time.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
At the plate now, Ryan Blanchard. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 1-0. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Julio Rodriguez.
In now, Julio Rodriguez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Calabwe is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Edmundo Sosa. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Here's the 1-2, and he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Dylan Thomas. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And just like that, the winning run is into second base with a lead-off double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Striding in, Chase Calabwe. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. A possible winning run on second. No one out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, left fielder, Lazaro.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Lazaro Armenteros. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-0.
Ball left up.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-0. Ball 4, and that will move the winning run over to third base now, just 90 feet away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Ryan Dobzhansky is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Jonah Bride will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. The catch is made. Here comes the winning run from third. And they're going to walk off with a 4-3 victory.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, everyone wants to get their season off on the right foot and feel like all the hard work during the offseason and spring training has paid off. He came out here excited to play a real game again, and he really had a great game.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Rockhounds came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. James Nail claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. From my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Rockhounds, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For Springfield, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.